Welcome once again. Let's begin chapter 10, that is Sources of Finance. In this chapter, we will basically discuss about the meaning of capital market, its function, sources of raising capital through equity and preference shares, their meanings, debentures, difference between equity and preference share, then various other terminologies such as your cash credit, then term deposit, overdraft, etc. etc. So let's begin. Now, a financial market is a market for creating and exchanging financial assets such as shares, debentures, treasury bills, commercial papers, etc. This market actually serves as a link between the savings and investment by bringing together providers and users of fund. Financial market are mainly of two types. First is capital market and the second is money market. Capital market is the market for trading in long-term financial instruments such as shares and debentures, whereas on the other hand, money market is a short-term security such as treasury bills and commercial papers are traded in this type of market. Let's begin with the meaning of capital market. Capital market consists of all organizations, institutions and instruments that provide long-term funds. Business firms utilize this market to procure funds for long-term investments. A wide variety of instruments are used to raise funds in the capital market. These instruments are ownership securities such as equity shares and preference shares, and creditorship securities, that is debentures and bonds. Equity shares and preference shares are assets for an organization, whereas debentures and bonds are liabilities. There are two major components of capital market. First is primary or new issue market and the second is secondary market or the stock exchange. The capital market is an organized market consisting of suppliers and users of fund and the agencies and institutions which assist in the flow of funds. Suppliers of funds include banks, financial institutions, for example IFCI, IDBI, ICICI, UTI, etc. Investing public provident fund, insurance companies, mutual funds, etc. And users of fund consist of business enterprises, government, semi-government agencies, etc. Underwriters, share brokers, stock exchanges, merchant bankers, etc. are the agencies and institutions that assist the suppliers and user of funds. So actually they act as a middleman between the supplier and the user of, or the provider and the user of fund. So, capital market is an institutional arrangement by which savings generated in the country are channelized into long-term investments. In the capital market, equity and debt are marketed in the form of shares stocks, bonds, mortgages, government securities, etc. Suppliers of fund constitute the supply side, whereas user of funds from the demand side of the capital market. What are the various functions of capital market? The first function is promotion of thrift. A capital market inspires people to save money. Actually, capital market acts as a promotional market where people are encouraged to save money. It offers incentives for saving money in the form of attractive rate of interest, dividend. It also provides scope for appreciation in the capital value of investment. Like suppose if you invest this much amount, you will get this much amount in the coming future. So that is a appreciation or the raised value of your investment amount. Second point is investment avenue. A capital market provides profitable avenues to investors. It helps investors in earning maximum available return on their funds. Third is liquidity. Securities used in the capital market are negotiable. The investors can sell them at any time. They can convert their securities into cash as and when required or as and when needed. Fourth is availability of capital. A capital market enables borrowers to obtain needed funds at a reasonable cost. It keeps the wheels of industry and commerce moving by providing funds easily and quickly. It also enables the government to raise funds through bonds and other types of securities. So you can just see the flow chart just below this, that is showing the various functions of capital market. The first is promotion of thrift, investment avenue, liquidity, availability of capital, and the next we will just do it in the next slide. Fifth function is ready market. Borrowers get a ready market for their shares, debentures, bonds and other instruments in the capital market. They can sell these securities directly to investors. Capital market serves as a link between those who saves the money and who needs the money. So capital market is actually a intermediary or a link between the person who saves and the person who needs money. Next is transfer of funds. Capital market provides a mechanism for transfer of claims on capital funds. And the seventh is balance between demand and supply. A capital market brings about a balance between demand and supply of capital. It maintains the cost of capital at reasonable level. There are two main sources by which a business firm can raise funds. The first is owned funds and the second is borrowed fund. Owned fund. Owned fund refers to fund provided by the owners. In a sole proprietorship, a proprietor himself provides funds from his own savings or family, relatives and friends. In a partnership firm, partners contribute the capital, whereas in case of joint stock company, funds are raised through issue of shares and reinvestment of earning are the own funds. So what are the three types in the sole proprietorship? The fund comes from the proprietor's saving or from his family, relatives and friends. In case of partnership firm, the funds are contributed by the partners themselves. And in case of joint stock company, funds are raised through issue of shares and reinvestment of earnings. Now, borrowed funds refer to those funds raised through debentures. I already told you debentures are liabilities for a business firm. And loans from bank, financial institutions and public deposits. A business enterprise requires capital for long term to invest in fixed assets. So long term capital is generally needed for the purchase of fixed assets such as land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, vehicles, etc. Such capital is called fixed capital. Funds needed for short term are invested in current assets such as stock, debtors, bills receivable, cash, etc. Such capital is known as working capital, which is needed for a short period of time or short term. Next, in the next slide, you can see capital is divided into short term and long term. Under long term, equity shares, preference shares, retained earnings, debentures and financial institutions. And under short-term capital, it consists of commercial banks, public deposits, trade credit and intercorporate deposits. So, I hope till here it is clear. Just read your textbook. In the next class, I'll continue this lesson. Thank you for today. Have a nice day ahead.